Hey everybody, these are fragrances that I've worn that have given me the best hugs. So if you're looking for snuggles and cuddles galore, these scents are fantastic. I've had personal experience with all of them and they have gotten me fantastic reactions. The first one is Herod by Parfums de Marly. This is a cherry tobacco fragrance, but I don't even think cherry is listed in this scent. But it's a leafy sort of tobacco. So this is something that definitely had to grow on me, and I wasn't really the biggest fan of it. The first time that I wore it, I was like, I didn't get it, right? But after a couple times, it really clicked with me, and now I love, love, love this fragrance. It's super cozy, and that's a reaction. That's a compliment I've received from people, is they've smelled me and they're like, you smell so cozy right now. And I'll just be right next to them, and they'll just be leaning over my shoulder, just trying to smell more of my neck, because they love that fragrance. So it's definitely a scent that makes people go, when they're getting closer to you and they're just all up on your neck. So again, Herod by Parfums de Marly. I'm going to put all the names of the fragrances and the links for discount sites on where to find them in the description below in case you want to pick up a bottle. So we're starting with the Beast Herod. This thing lasts over 8 hours. Some people have been telling me that they're not getting great performance with Herod, but honestly, this scent is, it's fantastic. Like it performs really, really well. Easily over 8 hours on my skin. So we start with that one. The next one I'm going to mention is Intense Cafe by Montal. This is one of those scents that every single time I wear it and I'm meeting with people, I prepare myself for a long ass hug. And that's exactly what happens. I'm like, hi, it's so good to see you again. I hug that person and they just stay. Like latched onto me and they're like, you smell so good. And it's usually women that just love this scent. They just like stay in my neck and they're like, you smell so good. What are you wearing? And this is a coffee rose fragrance. So it is pretty synthetic, but there is something very intoxicating about this scent that smells delicious, So the rose also isn't too mature. Don't worry, it doesn't smell like funeral home-like or anything to that extent. But this also performs easily over 8 hours. The scent trail is amazing. The projection is fantastic. And this is a unisex scent. So if I didn't mention before, Herod, I believe, is marketed as a unisex. No, I think that one's marketed as a masculine scent, but can easily be worn by women. It's very unisex. And this is a unisex scent that leans a little bit more feminine, but anybody, literally anybody can rock this. If you're a guy, if you're a girl, anybody in between, it's gonna smell amazing on. So Intense Cafe by Montal. This one's a bit interesting, and I don't know if a lot of people can pull it off, but if you can, kudos to you. It's called Ombre Lu by Rania J, and this is a thick, waxy amber fragrance. The first time I tested it and I wore it, I was around my sister and she was like, that smells like a mysterious detective sort of scent. So this is a unisex fragrance. And the first person she mentioned was, Detective Stabler from Law & Order SVU, like from back in the day. I think he's actually on the show again now. But it just has this sexy, mysterious, but still welcoming quality to it, that just makes people want to get closer and closer to you. So if you're wearing this fragrance on a cloudy day, and you're just you're cuddling with your significant other, watching movies, or just talking on the couch and lounging around, this is a great scent. Or if you're going out and you have like a trench coat and you've got a cashmere sweater on and you're wearing this and it's cold outside and you walk by some people and they're getting a whiff of this thick fragrance, it's so, so good. And I guarantee you, not a lot of people are wearing this fragrance. Not a lot of people know of this brand, but this scent, especially for the amber lovers, is very hard to not enjoy. Okay, so Ombre Lu by Rania J. Another cozy fragrance that I will mention for the sake of my sister is Prada Black. Okay, this scent is her favorite fragrance on her boyfriend. And on him, she thinks like it smells a bit spicy and there is that sweetness. To me, there's a sort of rubber tire smell that I get up close with Prada Black. To me, this is very much a scent trail fragrance for when it's cold. It has great projection. I don't like it too much when it's up close, but nonetheless, this thing just really draws people in and it keeps them there. Nothing more I could say about that. Great standard designer fragrance overall, objectively speaking. Okay, I do know that there's some people that hate this scent. It can be polarizing, but I mean, I just had to throw it in there because if you like my sister's opinions on things, because she's been on this channel a couple times before, this is a scent she really does love. Okay, so another cozy, like huggable fragrance to me is Gris Charnel by BDK. This is an airy black tea sort of fragrance, but there's a sexy cardamom note in this, which makes it very appealing, and it has that little bit of seduction. You know, it doesn't just stay in the airy tea zone. It has that little bit of oomph to it that makes you kind of be like, hold on, let me get more of this. Let me get more of this. So this is an extremely likable fragrance. Okay, you can totally cuddle with this scent. You can totally snuggle with this scent, be intimate with this fragrance. It's also, in my opinion, a clean sort of romantic fragrance a little bit. You know what I mean? There's layers to this scent. I will say the performance is lacking with this fragrance, okay? On me, I barely really smelt it after 5 hours. I wasn't sure if I was going nose blind to it, but it stays a light fragrance overall, so you can overspray it or just constantly reapply it. But Gris Charnel by BDK is Cuddles Galore. Also, Intoxicated by Kilian. This one reminds me of Christmas, bro. Like, I can't really smell it as much. This is just Christmas in a bottle. That's all I'm going to say about it. I've worn it a couple times, and it's definitely something that's been gradually growing on me. But the past 2 times that I've worn it, more and more, I just keep bringing my nose back to my wrist because I'm like, wow, this stuff really is intoxicating. You know, it just grows and grows and grows on you. So, honorable mention, Intoxicated by Intense Cafe. And, ooh, I am going to throw this one in here. Rehab by Inicio. This might be an unpopular opinion, and some people might be like, really, do you get Cuddles Galore with this scent? But yeah, if you like spicy fragrances and you don't want a scent that's so spicy where it's super aggressive, this is perfect for you, okay? I think that this is a fragrance that definitely lasts a long time. I easily get over 8 hours with this fragrance, even though it doesn't seem like it'll last that long. It is always on me, and it's always around me every single time I wear it. And I have gotten nothing but the sweetest compliments from this fragrance, where people are just like, I really love the way you smell. You just smell so good. It smells a bit different, and it's just super, super likable. So Rehab is similar to Spice Bomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf, but much more smooth and natural smelling. So if you like Spice Bomb Extreme, I have a feeling you're going to like Rehab. This one is marketed as a unisex fragrance. I think just in general, if you like spicy, you can pull this off. It doesn't really lean too masculine, too feminine, in my opinion. All right, we're gonna go with Gransoir by MFK. This is for the people that like amber vanilla scents. Gosh, this one is so good. So this is one of those fragrances that is Cuddles Galore, but it can definitely lead to more raunchy things the more that it's on you and the more somebody's closer to you, because this fragrance can literally just take over your senses when you're with somebody. It just has that hypnotizing sort of quality. And I kind of get a little bit of a powdery amber, if that makes sense, you know, or maybe it's a powdery sort of vanilla with this fragrance, but it really pushes off. And it's one of those scents that it seems like it's really strong and you think you're gonna get sick of it when you're wearing it, but when you wear it, you don't get nauseous. You don't feel like it's too sweet or anything like that, because it really pushes off your skin. So yes, this ropes a lot of attention, but even if somebody is at your neck, they won't get nauseous when they smell this fragrance. So Gransoir by MFK. And I don't know how many I mentioned there. Of course, I will throw in Ombre Lu for the people that like that fresh, almost soapy laundry-like sort of vibe. This is fantastic, a huge compliment getter. Very safe choice. And let me just mention a couple on the designer side here. We're gonna stay away from the private blends. Oh no, I do love the private blends, I have to say. But where is it? Loup by YSL is a romantic, sensual ginger fragrance. Never met a person that's hated this scent. It's always just been like, oh, you smell so nice. I love that. And they always give me that like deep sniff, you know, of like, that's so good. So Loup by YSL. And last one, Pie by Givenchy. Powdery vanilla fragrance. This thing has a huge cult following for a reason. I'm not going to get too into it. You've heard me talk about it before. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, the names of the fragrances and the links are in the description. I hope you have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye.